We are going to start a clay project today, and it's going to be based on Vincent Van Gogh. If you're familiar with his work, which you probably are, he does lots of landscapes, and they are very textural in that if you saw these paintings in real life, the paint is very thick and there's a texture to it. So this is what we're going to be using as our inspiration. These are some examples of his work. You can see. It's a little bit better to look at that one. And you can see how there's different strokes and textures in each different section. You know, of course we have Starry Night, which has, you know, these really cool swirls, and then we have some buildings and things like that. So we're going to be making a clay relief. We're going to be having a tree as the centerpiece, and then you're going to have several layers of land on this as well. And the land, you're going to have different textures on those areas. So that's what you need to think about as you're making your drawing. So I'm going to go through really quickly how to start your drawing, and especially a tree with branches, so that if you're not sure how you're going to do that. So you're going to start with this piece of paper like this. And the first thing you're going to do is make an organic shape, meaning a rounded shape. It could have a little dip in it, or it could be just, you know, straighter. That's up to you. You know, egg shape is kind of nice. And see how I'm just sketching around until I can find that shape. You want it to be a little bit smaller than this paper. You're going to start with the tree, and you want the trunk of the tree to curve at the bottom, and you're going to make some roots. You can make them coming out a little bit, and the top of the tree trunk where the branches are going to come out should be about the halfway point of your paper. And you're going to start the first branch, and you want it to go all the way to the edge of the paper. If you put a V here, you can start to see how you're going to divide the branches. And you can have another one coming off the edge over here. And you can just keep building this and adding V's as you go. You could even bring this branch out and put the V in between. If you get to a point where you feel like one area is a little bit sparse, you can always add some branches. This is a sketch, like I could add one right there. And I could make it to a point if I wanted to end there. And you're just gonna fill this space with the branches of the tree. You gotta keep it a little bit simple, because imagine we are going to be carving away the sky area. So you can see how I'm just adding some branches on here. So obviously in here I'm gonna wanna add some. It's a big open area. There's also the possibility of putting a moon or a sun in the background. So you might want to keep that in mind if you think you would like to do that. So I could have this space and put a moon or a sun up there. After you have that completed, you're going to do the horizon line, and you want that to be below the last row of branches, mountains or hills in the background. And then you're going to draw another dividing line for the landscape, and the foreground you're going to just extend those roots of the tree. And so you have 1, 2, at least 3 different areas of land. You might want to think about what kind of texture you're going to put here. Maybe in the foreground I'm going to do some grasses. I could put some buildings on the horizon line. I could indicate some fences. So you just want to kind of play around and think about what you might include. You could have a road or a river coming down here. You might have some fields, you know, so you'd have some lines indicating the plowed fields. Once you have this completed, you're going to cut this shape out with the scissors. Make sure that you put your name on the back, and you're going to store it where we put our artwork for this class. And then next time we will be rolling in a slab of clay and getting started. Thank you.